Come on.
Guys, welcome back to Controversy Lab.
Where controversy is key.
I'm your host, Lakel House.
It is me, RTJ.
All right, guys, so welcome back to another episode of Controversy Lab. And as always, we want to thank all of you guys that are subscribing to us on YouTube. You guys are running those numbers up, so we're very, very appreciative for you guys. We're almost at 1,000 subs. That's our goal for the next couple months, is to get to the 1,000 subs while also getting 4,000 watch hours. So in order for us to reach those numbers, we'd appreciate if you guys would share our videos. If you go watch our videos and you don't feel like our videos are entertaining enough or worth you sharing, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know how we can improve this content, because we're recording videos for you guys, right?
And it makes you executive producers.
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah. So we're trying to make you an executive producer for the show. All right, so what are we talking about today for the people?
We're talking about how an Ohio police shot and killed a young 16-year-old girl.
Oh, this is going to be controversial.
Right after a guilty verdict was for the Chauvin trial.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what our perspectives would be on this topic, because my perspectives are definitely controversial. Of course, it's Controversy Lab, where controversy is key. That's what we're doing. So what are your thoughts about Miss Bryant?
What my thoughts about her?
About the whole situation.
I don't think she should have been shot. She should have been tased. Like lethal force, I would consider in this aspect being tased. I don't think she should have been. You know what? Let's back up.
Well, I was about to jump in.
Yeah, let's back up. She was fighting with a knife.
Yeah.
She was fighting with a knife, and the cops on scene, one particular cop, he shot her.
Rightfully so.
I don't think that's rightfully so. I think he could have at least tased her.
Fuck that. But go ahead. I'm listening.
I think the taser would have did enough just. And my thing is,
okay, so while
ahead.
you're pondering, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some sauce on this motherfucking entree.
Right ahead, my brother.
Here's the thing, right? When you go and you look up the policies and the laws that give you authority for deadly force, let's not sit here and pretend like we're better than the police when it comes to using deadly force. When you go look at the law, by law, if I witness someone about to be killed, if I witness someone about to be murdered, if I witness someone about to be raped, I am authorized to use deadly force to protect that person. The law states that I can use deadly force to protect someone else.
As a civilian or a cop?
As a civilian.
Okay.
I can use deadly force to protect someone else.
Yes.
Now, when the police officer arrived on the scene, if you go back and you watch the video, the people who were at that home, she didn't live there. She went to someone else's home, threatening someone else, got into a fight, and she brought a knife with her. If you go watch the video, when she's shot, she's making a thrusting motion with the knife.
When she is shot, yes.
So here's my thing. When he first pulled up, he saw the knife. They told him on the phone she has a knife and she's trying to beat us up, stab us. She's irate. So the cop, when he shows up, he's activated. Mind you, if I was a police officer showing up on scene, my gun would be out too. Because you ain't finna come stab me in the neck. I don't even know your ass. And I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The reason. So
before you cut me off, let me get my punchline, because I drug that shit out way too long without getting my punch. My punch is this. The police officer is justified in using deadly force because it was a life or death situation. I'm not going to sit here and be like, he shouldn't have shot her, he should have tased her. Fuck that. If it was someone you love, if it was your daughter, your wife, somebody you care about, and it's a chick out here about to thrust and stab this chick, you would want the cop to shoot that motherfucker too.
So here's the reason I say that a taser could have done it. I know a guy that was actually tased. He had a knife in his hand. He was tased, and he was in a thrusting position, and it stopped him immediately.
Right.
So that's why I say a taser could have done it. I've actually seen a taser stop somebody in a thrusting position with a knife. I've actually seen that firsthand. So that's why.
If somebody's coming at you with a knife, are you gonna tase them or shoot them?
With me, what do I have in my hand?
You got a taser and a gun in your car. A motherfucker running up on your car with a knife. You jumping out your car with your taser or your gun?
To be honest with you, I'm not jumping out of the car. I'm just rolling the window up. I mean, if you really want to be honest.
Okay,
I know it
so now you're playing bullshit semantics.
No, I'm not. You said I'm in the car.
See, no. So what you're not gonna do is, you know what the fuck I was getting at, and what you did instead was, I'm gonna just stay in the car. When you know that's
no. That's being smart. That's being smart about the situation.
No, fuck that. You know the topic of the conversation is,
you
if
asked me what am I gonna
was
do?
Fucking coming at you with a knife
in my car.
Would you use a gun or would you use a taser? Let's not sit here and play bullshit semantics and say, I just stay in the car.
We're not playing bullshit semantics. You asked me a question. I answered the question specifically.
Answer the question. You know what the conversation is about. The conversation is about, what would you use if somebody came at you with a fucking knife?
And I asked you specifically, what do I have? You said a gun or a knife. I said,
dude, answer the question.
Honestly, to be honest with you, whatever I can grab, I'm letting loose. To be honest with you, whatever I can grab. I'm being honest with you.
Do you own a taser?
No.
It's just you grab a fucking gun. Shut up. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
No, see, now you're going with what I own. Stop. Listen. Stop. See, you keep switching and moving the goalposts. First you went with in the car.
I definitely moved the goalpost.
You first you went with in the car. Then you went with, what do you own? What do you want me to have? I give you an answer for everything you throw me.
Listen.
You keep moving the goalposts.
No. I decided to move. I wasn't going to move the goalpost at first. I decided to move the goalpost when you sat here and tried to play semantics.
I didn't play semantics. You said in the car. I'm pretty sure if you ask any one of our viewers, if they're in the car, they should say, roll the window up. Don't get out of the car.
No, dude. Because first of all, you're stopping forward progression in the conversation. The conversation and the topic at hand.
Realize the question you're asking me, though.
No.
Realize the question you're asking me.
You're not stupid, though. You're not dumb.
So I'm going to roll the window up.
You're not dumb.
Yes, you're right. So I'm going to roll the window up.
Right, you're not dumb. So you know for a fact, the whole topic of the conversation was, should he have killed her or should he have tased her? And instead of answering the question and flowing with the conversation, you chose to say, I'm not going to answer the question yet.
I did answer the question.
No.
You asked me what I do.
No, you chose, instead of answering the question that was on the table, you chose to say, well, I'm just going to stay in the car. Instead of answering the question, which one is worse? Taser or a gun? And at the end of the day, I know for a fact that you would shoot a motherfucker because you don't even own a taser.
So here's the thing. The reason I said...
Why you don't own a taser?
Huh?
Why don't you own a taser?
Because I just never bought one.
My dude, you got like 13 guns. Why don't you own a taser?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
See, so here's my problem. Here's my problem. We want to sit here and ridicule the cops for shooting a woman who was running at a woman with a thrusting motion. A thrusting motion with a knife. And her ass got shot. We want to ridicule the cops. He should have tased her. You don't even own a fucking taser.
This is the thing. The guy I was speaking about earlier, he died when he got tased.
Okay.
So that's how I know that a taser is just as effective as a gun in certain situations.
He probably died. He probably hit his head on the concrete.
No, he was holding. It was an all metal knife.
He fell on the knife.
No, the electrocution from the knife. All of it joined together killed him. It stopped his heart.
Oh well.
So that's
maybe you should be out here playing with knives, bro.
But here's the thing, though. To really get on it, like as far as going blaming and doing this, the mom, another mom jumping on saying, "My daughter's not this. My daughter's that." You look at how your daughter. Look at what your daughter was doing. Your daughter was fighting with a knife.
Yeah. That's bad
Who
parenting.
The fuck? At what point? I don't care. Like, okay, maybe she made a bad decision at that point in time. That means that she planned, and she didn't live there. She planned on walking down there and hurting someone with deadly force. I hate to say it, but at the end of the day, she kind of got.
She got what she was fucking looking for. That's what you got. You went down there looking for somebody to die. And you got what you was looking for, except the motherfucker that died wasn't the person you intended. It was yourself. And the thing is, it's unfortunate and it's a tragedy because this young girl, had to lose her life. And I blame the parent. Like, at the end of the day, you need to raise your kids. First of all, teach her how to fight. Number one. I mean, don't promote violence, but teach your child how to defend themselves if they need to. Now, the fact that this little young girl went and grabbed a knife, where the fuck was you at when she got the knife? Right? Maybe you weren't at home. Maybe you were working. I understand. But instill some common knowledge and common sense inside your children. If you got a problem with somebody, either number one, talk about it, come to a resolution. If you can't come to a resolution, just don't fucking hang around those kids.
And see, that's where, like, even with my children, I teach my children how to fight, but you have to understand how to fight at the right time. If you don't have the wherewithal, like, people are pretty amazed that I teach my children the fuck it method. Look, if it's really not that life threatening, I can just say fuck it and walk away. And then I'm not going to. If I do walk away, I'm not coming back with a deadly weapon. I'm not doing that. It's really
the behavior of this young girl. I wouldn't be surprised if she witnessed it from her mother herself, or she witnessed it from her.
Hey,
parents.
be careful now. Don't blame black women for anything.
Hey man, listen.
Do not blame black women for anything.
I mean, she on the news talking about my baby. She didn't deserve this. No child deserves to be shot. You're 1,000% right, mom. But also, no child deserves to have another child run up on them with a motherfucking knife either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it real. Like, yeah, I feel for this mother for losing her child, but the same token, if I'm gonna just keep it real, if I see a 14-year-old, 13-year-old girl come in my yard with a knife, I'm gonna tell you straight up, if I have my firearm on me, I'm drawing down on this baby. Like, listen, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know what you came over here for. If you want the smoke, I'll go get my kid and y'all can fight in the front yard. I ain't got no problem with that. But what you're not finna be doing, you're not finna be coming out here with no motherfucking knife. We ain't doing that. So take the knife home. Okay, go home with the knife, and we good. We Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So that's my perspective. I don't have an issue with the smoke. Right?
Yeah,
all my kids
fight it out.
Fight it out. That's the era I come from.
That's
you got
where
a problem,
I come from.
let's fight.
But the problem is with the era today is
They
grab something. They don't want to lose.
They don't want to get punched.
They don't want to learn anything.
They don't want to get punched in the face. They scared. They don't want to get beat up. They scared. That's what it is. A bunch of little bitches. And
also, with that being said, the people that's actually watching this shit, because there was multiple people at the house that watched this happen. Like, they should have stopped the girl, like you said.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna stop you from get. Stop. Think about this. If you want to fight, let's fight. Other that all that weaponized shit, no, we stopping that right now.
Let's talk about this for a second. The amount of time that it took for the cops to get there, like, you know, the cops were called. They explicitly said on the phone,
she has a knife.
She has a knife. She's trying to fight us. She's trying to stab us. Y'all need to get here right now. Everybody who has ever called the cops, no, they don't get there in 5 minutes. Right?
Yeah,
it take a little time. So imagine this girl has been there with this knife, turned up, activated with a knife. Then when the cop pulled up, she gets so triggered that a girl gets charged, kicked, thrown on the ground. Then she charges at another girl with a knife.
People are saying, why couldn't the cop just take the knife from her? Why couldn't they just take the knife from her?
The people that were with her also contributed to the fight by kick. It was like a man, a dude.
There was a guy there. Yeah.
Kicked a girl.
We are, and this goes.
Are you fucking serious?
So this is how we are being seen. Like, we have no
Terrible.
type of.
Oh my God.
It's this one. It's this one. It's this one.
TJ.
It's this one. I don't know why this fucking rings with.
Yeah, go ahead. What
But
you
people are not understanding that this is how we are being looked at. When you raise your child to bring a knife to a fist fight, and then she gets killed, and then you go on TV saying she didn't deserve that, dude, people are looking at you like you're stupid.
I was looking like she was stupid. I'm like, she didn't deserve it. She had a fucking knife. What are you talking about? She didn't deserve it. I'm not a cop.
So
if a kid come in my yard with a knife, you might get shot.
Let me say this part. Okay, to some aspect, I do agree with you, but the reason I really don't 100% agree with you is because there's no coming back from death. That's why I say my stance.
I feel where you coming from, but my stance is fuck that shit. If you don't want to get your ass shot, don't be grabbing no knives. Don't be grabbing no guns. That's stupid. That's like me grabbing a gun. Well, I'm not gonna use myself as an example, but that's like a dude grabbing a gun, running to somebody's house, talking some rah-rah shit, and get shot and killed, and we like, he didn't deserve to get killed. He deserved to die. No, it's the same shit. Like, if you're getting a knife, can you or can you not kill someone with a knife? Yes, you can. Happens all the fucking time. People get stabbed to death. So my whole point is, don't be coming out here with a deadly weapon, and then expecting me just to embrace you and say, oh no, you should have got tased. No, your ass should have got shot. Go down there. See, it's the problem with some of y'all, right? Y'all afraid to get punched in the face, okay? It's not that bad. If she would have went down there and got knotted up, she would have woke up the next day and lived a happy life and learned to let that shit go eventually.
This generation is full of bitches and punks.
Yeah, a bunch of punk ass motherfuckers don't want to get punched in the face. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting punched in the face, okay? You get punched in the face, it will humble you. I promise you. It's almost like smoking a blunt or smoking a joint. You get punched in the face, it just mellows you the fuck out. Like, maybe that shit wasn't really worth all of that bullshit I was over here talking about.
So then that's the thing. Like, I have when people disagree with me and want to argue, want to fight, I simply say, look, I have asthma. I can't argue that much. If you really want to fight, let's go ahead and fight. I can't argue like that.
I got asthma. All right, with that said, guys, this wraps up our episode for Controversy Lab today. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are probably out there like looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? He is crazy. He is psychotic. Why would he say something like that about a young girl that got killed? Listen, put yourself in my frame of mind, right? If your daughter, because this happened amongst kids. If your kid was outside and then some young lady ran up on your daughter with a knife trying to stab your daughter, there's two things that could have happened. Your daughter can get stabbed to death and die. How would you feel then? Or your daughter could get stabbed in the eye, lose an eye. Or the last variant could be that a police officer showed up, and as this young kid was about to stab your daughter in the neck, the gut, the chest, a police officer shot her and saved your daughter's life. So there's two perspectives to this topic, and there's two perspectives to this issue. There's the victim side, and then there's the person that got killed. Right? So there's two perspectives. I personally respect both sides. I respect both sides by saying, number one, no, maybe she didn't deserve to die, and I blame the mother for that perspective. I blame the mom, weak-ass parenting, right? And at the end of the day, she's gone, and unfortunately, rest her soul. May she rest in peace. We don't want people to feel like we don't have respect for the dead. I do have respect for the dead. Rest in peace. But let this be a lesson to everybody moving forward. Raise your kids. Teaching your kids how to fight might be the difference between life and death.
Yo, we just did a subject about niggas like
we're rapping.
My bad. Go ahead.
No. If you're gonna say something, rap it. Don't add on.
But we just did a subject about and I did a rant also about
we're rapping. You're adding. Rap.
You want me to rhyme it?
No, I'm saying
go ahead.
Go. I'm saying give your closing statement.
Okay, so my closing statement is basically we got to stop doing shit to get killed. I did a rant about doing shit to get killed. Let's just stop it. Period. That's it. Stop it. Fight. Fist fight. That's it. Let it go. And I'm done with it. I don't want nobody to die. Just let it go.
And with that being said, Controversy Lab, we appreciate you guys tuning in again. Make sure you guys go like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe there. And if you are not following us on Instagram, please be sure to hit the follow button and follow us wherever that button is, around here somewhere. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys for joining us today on Controversy Lab.
Where controversy is key.
And we will catch you guys in the next episode.
Controversy's out.